Mainly RTS and action games. Warcraft 3, for example, has a lot of influence on our game, and also League of Legends on how we approach the role of our commanders and their gameplay. The combat system of the oldest fantasy games, like World of Warcraft or similar titles, have been our main references when creating this world. What we are looking for with the aesthetics of the factions and the characters is that they are something familiar but a little different, meaning we do not want to push it by creating a very rare race, but we do like to give each of those factions a twist. Example, our Greewolves, which are kind of abominations, will have a different point than other things that exist. Or for the typical humans, we want to give them a different essence or elite motive. Furthermore, we look for the classic, but with a different touch. That would be the general idea. What we have sought with all factions in general is that the gameplay of the factions is quite similar, so that it makes it easier to assimilate so many factions, because otherwise it would be impossible to master and then we could not grow as players. As for the commanders, what we always try is that their skill kit makes sense to each other, so that the character fits the lore that we have created, and that it makes sense with their personality, and with what they could do if they really existed. Then we try that those two things are united and that it is a set, both the physical appearance and the gameplay. A very complex question because we have to consider many things. Regarding units that we can produce, we find the soldiers, the range units, the magic units, and the elite units. These will be the units that we can recruit throughout the game. Then, we will also have the commander, who is our main choice before each game. We will start with him or her, and also when we defeat an epic monster, we will be able to recruit a special creature to join our forces that will help us in battle. Regarding the mechanics of each unit, each of these units will have its own progression in a way that is simple and understandable, but at the same time has a multitude of possibilities. Currently, you can find the Amber, and we have a pseudo resource, so to speak, which is the faith of the gods. It is not the final name. It is what we will use to evolve our troops, but it will not be obtained the traditional way. There is another way to get it. The Amber is what the game revolves around. We will have to farm it so we can recruit units and improve certain things. The progression systems in general of the game are inspired by the philosophy of chess. That is, moving the chess pieces is something relatively simple for everyone, but there is lots of strategy involved in chess, and playing well is very complicated. We have tried to do something similar. Everything is simple, but at the same time encompasses a deep strategy on the inside, even if the player does not realize it. That evolution is a bit what we have sought, and the feeling of using a commander in troops, like the figures that exist in chess. A part of our inspiration comes from there too.